Now, I want you to imagine yourself walking through New York City. But imagine that it's 100 years in the future, and this is after a nuclear apocalypse, and you're walking and you see these towering skyscrapers that are crumbling. Maybe there's vines growing around them. The streets are just silent, just shadows of a civilization that we thought would last forever. Think the Statue of Liberty moment with Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes. Great movie, by the way. Old, but I highly recommend. So, why do I talk about this? The other night, I was listening to a podcast about the Persian Empire, and then something hit me like cold water. I, myself at least, and I think this is something shared, we sort of view history like the wheel started turning the day we were born. Like we were the first civilization to climb mountains and build cities and write history. Now, the reason I bring you the New York City scenario is because in 400 BC, there was a Greek mercenary named Xenophon. And Xenophon was a soldier, philosopher, and a survivor. And he felt that same sensation you would feel walking through New York City 100 or 200 years in the future after a nuclear apocalypse when he camped out in the ruins of a place called Nineveh. And Nineveh was the crowning jewel city of a people called the Assyrian or the Assyrian Empire. And by the time he camped out there while he was running from the Persians for his life, he was in awe because it was just the most magnificent thing he's ever seen. It was unprecedented in his time. He's never seen a city like that. So imagine living in the future and seeing a more advanced civilization in the past. And this place was gone. It was silent, just dust, broken stone, just under an endless sky. Literally, to Xenophon, it was like staring at the bones of a dead god. Now, here's the crazy part. Again, Xenophon lived around something like 400 BC. So by then, Assyria had already been dead for almost 200 years, or about 200 years. And Xenophon has never heard of them. And just to give you some more perspective, from where we stand today, Xenophon is closer in time to Jesus than he was to the days when Assyria ruled the world. Now, think about that. The world to him was already ancient. And the kings of Assyria, or the dead kings of Assyria, if you will, when they looked at their neighbor, they stared in awe of Egypt, which was already an ancient civilization by their standards in their time. They weren't even contemporaries. So this cycle never ends. Assyria, they didn't fall because they were weak. They were absolutely savage. They ruled by terror, essentially. It wasn't uncommon to see skins nailed to walls, heads stacked like trophies, cities burned to ash, scorched earth, if you will, as a warning to whoever decided to rebel or fight against them. Hence the term biblical punishments. So their power was essentially brought through by blood. And when you get power like that, it always demands more blood. But eventually, even the wolves get eaten. Now, here's some extra food for thought for you. Recorded history, it's about 5,000 years old. But human beings, people like you and me, have been around for at least 400,000 years. So if you do the math and so let's just say the average woman has a child at, say, 26 or 27 years old, that's over 11,000 generations. That's 11,000 grandfathers, grandmothers, your ancestry. They're living, loving, fighting, building, dying, long before anyone carved a name into a single stone. So I guess the lesson here is that you're not the beginning of the story. You are not the pinnacle of the wheel. You are one ripple. And it's a ripple in an ocean that's been moving since before history remembered how to write or even conceived of writing. So I guess it's humbling, and we should walk through life with awe and with humility. And don't waste your short, sacred breath thinking about you're great or that you invented greatness. Okay? Because the wheels turn, the stars burn, and souls return, if you will. So, like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to lift more, eat more, rest more, love more, and hate less.